Hey guys, it's Chris Senior back from C&H Small Engine. What I'm doing a video about right now is obviously the lawnmower in front of me, because that's what I'm going to be talking about right now. So what I got for sale today is a Lawnboy DURAFORCE. This is a Silver Pro DURAFORCE 6.5 horsepower commercial engine powered machine. It has also the self-propelled in the back as well too, and with the bagger and the bagger chute assembly as well too. This is a 2001 model to be specific. Had a guy brought it over here, and he was complaining it wouldn't start, and he was having multiple other issues with it. So the carburetor was a problem. Also, the ignition coil wasn't not firing properly. It took us about an hour and a half to figure out that, because we ran for 20 minutes straight, shut it off, started it back up, shut it back off, and it ran absolutely perfectly fine over here for us for, I'd say, a good hour. And after about an hour and a half, it finally decided to conk out on us, and the coil apparently failed due to the heat-related issues, because these coils, some of them after a few years, they tend to heat up internally, and they have problems where you cannot replace the internal circuitry in them for that, so you just simply replace the actual coil assembly for that to solve the problem for no starting situations such as he had on this one. Plus, he had tons of debris in the gas tank on there for that, plus the carburetor was clogged up with water and debris down inside as well too. And we cleaned the thing out and hoping it was going to work perfectly fine, but it still would not work. So what we did was slapped in our carburetor for that. And the other problem was he was having problems with the self-propelled rear drive wheel in the back, the left-hand side you see right over there for that. We put a new wheel and new gear inside the actual, well, I should say not inside the actual shaft, but on the shaft itself too. So it has a new wheel and a new gear down inside of the actual pinion gear that meshes with the wheel's gear. And those parts themselves are about 45 bucks right there, plus the actual ignition coil for the engine on there too, which is another 60 bucks for that coil, plus the carburetor. There's another 60 bucks right there for that. But this machine starts up basically perfect out here for that. It starts up in about one pull out there, and it basically functions as it should. Cylinder ports are clean. Compression is about 125, and overall it's basically a good machine, except for a few rust spots. That the owner, previous to us over here, he took it upon himself and was trying to spray paint the deck on it. That's why you see the paint like peeling off in the front. You can see it right down there. He took it upon himself, I think about back in April or something like that. He wanted to clean the deck up on it, but I told him, sir, you gotta strip the paint off completely, then sandblast, and put some kind of a primer coat, then put a top coat, then put a gloss coat on top of that. But he just did the old-fashioned way on there, and that's about what it is right there for your paint job on the front and the side on it, because it was getting pretty busted up on the side over there for that. But he just sprayed over top of the actual bare metal basically for that. So let me get this thing started here for you guys. So hold on here. Let me get a pair of clamps down it, so bear with me here for a couple seconds while I get my clamps. Okay, there we go. Get my clamp. Hold this thing down with one hand, so hold on, guys. That's not going to work too tight now. Hold on here. Gotta make this thing tighter. There we go. That should be good for that. Okay. And make it nice and tight. Okay. There we go. I'm sorry about that. So let me fire this thing up here for you. Most of the time, I start these lawn boys up simply with just putting the choke all the way forwards on them. Most of the time, I don't even prime them, because basically you only have to do that if it's really cold outside, or the machine hasn't been started for maybe a few weeks. That therefore it's almost like an unnecessary thing on her if the machine is working as it should with a typical choke system on her for that. So it's fired up here forward, and you'll see how it runs. There you go. Sounds great. Doesn't have any missing or surge, anything else like that. bit of surging if you can really mind that, but the engine's basically cold right now, so that's all you can really mention about that. So check the drive system out on here as I did before. So basically pull itself forward, no problem. All you gotta do is just basically lift up on there. It'll just basically pull itself forward for that. And it shuts off nice and quick as well too. So overall, it's definitely a machine that's worth keeping out there for that. The only problem is it did need a bit of work to actually get it running to where it needs to be running at right now. But that does happen when you got a machine that's about 15, almost 16 years old for that. So I'm selling it for 150 bucks cash. If anybody interested in it, I am located in White Oak, McKeesport, PA here. I say White Oak, McKeesport because if you look it up on Google or Bing Maps, it's basically interchangeable with most maps on there for that, even though we're located in White Oak Borough here. So it's White Oak Borough, PA. Anybody's interested, it's going for 150 bucks cash. Just drop me a message here if you're local, or if you want to maybe travel a few hours to pick it up. And we do include a 30-day warranty on the machine plus a receipt after it's purchased, so you have at least some kind of warranty going after it's picked up by you, the customer. So I'll see you guys. Have a nice day.